This is the
What up, YouTube? Asian Persuasion here. Here's my boy Slim.
You already know, profile grind, late at night.
And today we are here with third place Nationals 2022 here in Chicago with what's your name and what did you play, my friend?
Pascal, and I ended up playing FLOOWANDEREEZE for this Nationals.
Nice. People been calling this what, combo FLOOWANDEREEZE? That's what I've heard.
Fluu, Stuu.
Carl knows.
Fluu, oh my God, that's spicy.
We've been keeping up with you for a while. We know you had a lot of success with the deck. Just no one really knew what you were playing. Everyone was looking, from the YCSs and stuff, just see the name, but there was no list to go with it. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I have to leave it or not to lose, so.
Yeah. But now, and this is like your first profile too, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, awesome, man. Before we get into it though, do you have any shout outs?
Well, I guess shout out to my brother for he's none of my cards.
Easy.
So, he kind of convinced me to go to this event too. I probably wouldn't have went if he didn't tell me to come through, so.
It looks like it worked out, brother.
Definitely worked out.
It worked out.
Yep.
All right, cool, man. Let's go and get into it.
So, basic stuff. 3 Eglin, 3 Rovina, and 1 and 1. Doesn't really need too much explaining for these. It's just one statue. And this is...
Okay, you got it. There's some more cards. Okay.
So this basically just sets up like a lot of chain blocks for people and extra summons that people can't count for. So like I'll summon a Robina and then summon this, and basically I could chain block people twice because once I get the Eglin, I can chain block again. And it also gives me a field spell, which gives me an extra summon. So it's been really good actually.
Also, the field spell allows him to tribute for 1 less summon the entire turn, so you're able to like put multiple M-Bends and Avian on the field with that field spell.
It's game a lot of times too, like it's OTK people with it.
So wait, it becomes a 1 tribute?
Everything becomes 1 tribute for the rest of the turn.
God,
Jesus.
And it also gives you an extra summon, so.
Yeah, and it gives you extra summon too.
That's crazy.
And
A hand trap.
the hand traps, we do 3 draw and 3 shifter. I wanted to pick really impactful hand traps. I didn't want to just put. I have Ash for my static, but I wanted to just game hand traps, like hand traps that I know that would extend people's turn. So it was like 6 was a good number. And 2 empty. Some people play 1, but
We were playing 3 before, but I ended up cutting the 3rd one for like a 3rd extravagance. But the idea was you want more tribute monsters when you have that Simorg package.
and
Yeah, because you're able to reduce, and it's like an extender. Every time they hand trap you and then you have a tribute monster, it like plays through all their hand
it's not once per turn.
Yeah, and then it's not
you
one
Yeah,
per
it's
turn.
definitely
you
not.
OTK people with this, like when you play it like this. Ryza, Avion. That's basically for monsters. So, play spells, play 9 pots actually.
9, okay.
So,
That's the first time ever. I'd never seen a blue list with all 9 pots. You went in, bro.
When you only play 6, you break a lot. So I just wanted to make sure that every single hand I pick up is playable. I mean, there's still some games, like not many, like that I didn't pick up any engine cards, but the 9 pots just make it so like it happens as little as possible.
So people played like Dark Ruler, Book of Moon, Mystic Mind. Like the extravagance acts as all those cards a lot of times because like everyone responds to this. If they have Baron, they're gonna negate. If they have Ash, they're gonna negate. If they have any type of negate, they're gonna negate this card. So like also whenever you draw, people would say like, do these conflict? But like whenever you're playing into a board, they burn the negate on this goes through.
And sometimes people ash this, and you can activate prosperity too. So and it doesn't, and none of your engine cards get ash, which is a good thing.
It acted like an Imperm, Dark Ruler, Book of Moon, like the same way.
Adrian negate.
And 3 mana, 3 quick play, 3 self-explanatory, 1 the tribute spell. And also one of this is the card that we search off the Simorg. It gives you the extra summons. So this is actually, even without the Simorg, this is a really good card. I didn't mind seeing it all. And then just 1 trap card.
Yeah.
Streaming too.
40?
Yeah, 40 cards.
Yeah, got
Always
it.
seeing every
Yeah. Okay. I know the extra probably is. I gotta ask. Was the extra relevant at all? Like.
No, I didn't summon anything from my deck, but it's just you never know.
It's
so
utility. It's utility. Yeah.
I just basically played 3 ofs, like 3
okay.
zoos, 3.
It's because of the extravagance.
Right.
Just in case I ever have to attack the play and do stuff like that and get rid of back rows. Like,
Yeah, this is the most relevant package, so you just play 3 of these. So like, if it ever comes up, odds are you still have some even after an extravagance.
And it's like back row disruptors. Never
Tornado
use
wasn't supposed to be in, but because we used to side token collector, so like Tornado could come up with this some more, but it should have probably just been like a third Phoenix, but extra deck's not so important.
You never used anything like that.
Definitely
Not once. Someone did and actually ended up losing the game. I was playing mirror match and they summoned a Phoenix when they weren't supposed to. Supposed to summon extra deck cards.
So let them know extra deck's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
you don't want to summon extra cards. 3, no materials.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen this card in ages.
So the idea behind this card was we wanted hand traps that like could either like stun our opponent pretty hard. Like this works very nicely against Marine Cess, a lot of the combo decks. We hit like on the right, we would hit the token on the right to stop your opponent from getting to shooting riser. Because that was the big problem. People would combo, we would hand trap them, and they would still end on riser or zombie roll. But this card creates a situation where if they start off right, I get to no material the token, so they can't get to riser. And if they start off like Zayaman, summon Deer Note, you get to hit the Deer Note, and then it just cuts off their whole play.
There's like a cool thing you could do, like making use of Zeus, but never came up.
And then it was like more level 1.
It's like more level 1, so if you have a map and you can gnome some this, you can summon Zeus, but never really had. I beat all the decks that I never really got to the point.
Just had an interesting interaction for sure.
3 ashes is mainly for branded. And destruction cards, harpies. So this is actually searchable. This card is searchable.
Oh, there's some more spell, yeah.
So you can bounces things like they're going to be 1 skill drain. And it's all in back row destruction.
That's good.
Just discard 1 wing beat,
I'm going to turn everything.
giant true name.
It's a hollow squad in here, damn.
3 Dark Ruler for decks that just summon boards and stuff. And 2 Feather Storm.
Only 2, yeah.
Funny thing is, every time I had this, people always twin this, and I got Harpy's Feather Dust after.
Oh,
so.
nice.
We wanted a side 3, but
The instruction was like people were playing skills greens and stuff.
Like-
We wanted to make sure that we had enough back row instruction. For
yeah,
those
so this was like a luxury. Like going first, it's nice to have, but like the deck doesn't need that when your play goes uninterrupted. So like we wanted a side 3, but like having this card was much more important. So like we ended up deciding on just 2.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
that's it. Oh yeah, and then let's go. Let's go
Oh,
over
yeah.
this controversial
Somebody wants to hear
play.
about
So
this.
everyone wants to understand what this play was, and then we'll go over it. So this was his hand in game 2 against Hanse. Alright, so he started off his play, Matt, reveal Eagle, right? Vanish, Empen. So he started off like this instead of duality. If you start off with duality, you lose very hard to draw, right? You don't have any play to end on, right? Now, when you do it like this, you check off basically every hand trap. You lose the 2 hand trap combination here, but this checks off every 1 hand trap.
So if you get Valid here, like, at least you have access to Empen because
you have the Robina search.
Robina, you can search token.
So he went Eagle here. Eagle here, if your opponent's Ashes or Veilers, right? You go normal summon, Robina, get token, you get to Empen, you end on trap card. Hanse didn't respond here. He got his Avian in this situation.
And he responded to this, so I was able to still end on a 7. Versus if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have ended on any tribute monster at all.
Yeah. So he got Avian, right? And then he went Robina. His opponent ashed here. Then he duality'd after. So this check, when he ashes here, this checks for Droll. At this point, we know he doesn't have Droll. He duality. He's able to adjust his pick because his opponent responded at that point. He had the option between quick play, Prosperity, and what was it? I think Shifter, maybe?
It was like
I think it was
Whatever.
Shifter.
So he ended up taking Prosperity. You got Prosperity here because when he banishes 6 with Prosperity, Harpy's Feather Storm is in at this point. He's able to either hit a quick play again, right? Get Empen, which pushes his play through really hard, get the Token, or just get the Trap card. So he has a bunch of options that he can hit with this card. And like he ended up just showing like a bunch of maps and Eagles and Rubinas again, so it was unfortunate. And he grabbed Barrier Statue. And then people were like, why didn't he normal summon Barrier Statue here? We knew that Hansei played Mystic Mine, 3 Mystic Mine. So summoning Barrier Statue here loses very hard to Mystic Mine. So you tribute for the Avian to leave yourself on 1 monster on field. You force Hansei to have Mystic Mine. You wouldn't get to negate that. And then a play without a normal summon, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to do that. And then his original play checked for 2 hand trap combination, which Hansei did not have on that turn. He drew the Gamma for turn, and that was unfortunate. Because when he long young, he had to negate there because he would eventually get a monster that would be able to disrupt the map. He had to negate there, and then the card Hansei drew was Gamma. But like a lot of people didn't understand that line of play. And then if everything went through, his play would have ended on Avian, Trap card, Empen.
Yeah.
So like people were like, wow, what did he
People were like,
banish?
"You did it so
He
bad."
banished Empen. And like, this is like them not understanding that play is the same reason why no one does like very well. with
Yeah,
it.
facts.
So like that play checked for Droll, Ash, Imperm, Veiler.
Yeah.
And like it was very well played.
So that's why he got
and
third.
exactly. That's why you got third, and they're not here. Exactly. Yeah.
Internet comments, but yeah.
Exactly.
That's basically the deck.
Yeah.
I like the way I didn't break much with it
Yeah.
a few times, but for the most part, I was able to play every single game. And when I went first, like
You gotta win a lot of games.
I almost never lost going first.
Yeah.
Even going second, I have like good hand traps in going second and a bunch of push cards if it's more.
Sure, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, congratulations on getting third place, man, and thank you for the deck.
Thank you, my bro. Appreciate it.